Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we got stage players take on the #1 defense in Pro-Am. This is the WR regular season. For anybody who doesn't know, this is comp teams. They pay money to get into this stuff, and we're making a series out of this. So, I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Let's try this video 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. You can see these guys are 16-0 in the ranked Pro-Am, but this record doesn't mean anything. I'll pop the real records on the screen right now. You can see, I think we're 9-6. We're actually 11-6 as I record this video, but that's what's shown on the standings. And then these guys are like 9-3, 9-4, something like that. But anyway, also what I'm going to pop on the screen real quick, I want to show you guys how great these people really are at defense. They haven't allowed a single team to score more than 60 points the whole season. Now, granted, they've only played 11 or 12 games, but so have we really. So just keep that in mind. But again, they haven't allowed a single team to score more than 60 points. So for the lineup intros, you can see we got Shots top 5. I call him AK. He's on the offensive threat, PLAYSHARP build. You can see he's a 95 overall. Unfortunately, the good old booting of the 2K community on this Xbox side has got him down to a 95 overall because he keeps on getting hit out of his games. So unfortunately, he has lower speed, lower three-pointer than what a lot of point guards usually have. And for the most part, he's not even on a meta build. A lot of people with these PGs and Pro-Am, they hop on the BP builds. For anybody who doesn't know, it's a finishing and shooting point guard where you get contact dunks. You're obviously pretty fast and the shooting is great. So keep in mind, we're not exactly running a meta lineup here. You can see we got Brody on the perimeter lock. That's a two-way sharp. I'm on my finisher at the big man spot, the finishing and defense pie chart at 6'9". Dope's on his facilitating finisher, the play lock. And then Kitchen is on a BP build himself as well. So we run 2 point guards. Kitchen's our secondary ball handler, plays solid defense. He stays on the wing. So as for our opponents, they're on a pretty meta lineup right here. They got 2 lock takeovers, 2 rim takeovers. Some teams, give or take, will have 3 locks and 1 rim. These guys have 2 rims and 2 locks, but you get the deal. And then they got Ardent at the point guard spot in the offensive threat. Now the crazy thing about this too, right, and I'm going to explain this to you guys, I control all the matchups and stuff like that too. So I matched up with Ardent in the WR chat where you pretty much talk to other team leaders and the team captains and stuff like that. And I was looking for 5 people to match up, and boom, I'm over here like talking to Ardent, right? And I didn't mention anything to my teammates or anything about that, like, you know, who I'm matching up with and who I'm talking about playing. But these guys, as you can see by the gamer tags, they got 2 top 5 members and we have a top 5 member as our point guard. So pretty much, I accidentally matched us up with 2 of AK's boys, pretty much, who are in his clan. And it's just crazy how, the world's so small, especially in this 2K world. So the crazy thing is, obviously, these are AK's boys. They know his tendencies. He knows their tendencies too. So all of that factors into this game. They did a great job on defense. I gotta say, that whole #1 defense, as far as how great they are at playing D, it definitely showed in this video. You will absolutely see. I don't want to give anything away, but they were completely locking us up all game. And I will cut some live commentary moments in this game because there were some heated moments. You can see Brody goes for the charge right there, accidentally ended up on the ground. Nice rotations there. Dope springs up from the corner, goes to the wing, gets the passing lane, out in transition, gets the 2. So one thing that I really want to talk to you guys, and we'll get into the heated, commentary as far as the gameplay going on. And if I see anything that I want to talk about, I'll definitely talk about it. But one thing I want to talk about early on in this game, this is going to be very ugly early on. There's going to be a lot of defense. And speaking of the defense, one thing that I really want to keep you guys mindful of is the fact that tendency glitch is a major problem in this Pro-Am community. Our team, our whole starting 5, and honestly, anywhere all the way down to the bench. We only run 5 guys, really. But anyway, our whole starting 5 doesn't have an ounce of tendency glitch. Obviously, even me as a creator, it'd be impossible for me to get away with doing that in the first place. But nonetheless, we have no tendency glitches on our team, and I want you guys to really know every single thing that could possibly be determined by that. Now, real quick, I do want to break down, AK definitely missed something wide open on the wing. I want him to pay mind of this right here, where they're dropping 2 guys down, Kitchen's wide open on the wing. He does hit a nice little hop back, gets a nice shot off right there, but nonetheless. Anyway, I get the nice O-board, bring it back out. I want you guys to keep in mind what tendencies really do for your players. So, for instance, even for the point guards, obviously, driving dunk tendency for the BPs and stuff like that. They get crazy contact dunks in traffic. You have draw foul, which actually makes, you actually go for more reach-ins as a lockdown as well. Then on the defensive end, you have things like passing lane tendencies. You have on-ball steal tendencies. You have lack of reach-ins where people have zeros in some of these. Now, the crazy thing about all this is as soon as we got into this WR tournament, they patched these tendency glitches. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Would I think to have done it? I actually, to compete with these guys, you kind of have to. But fortunately, we still compete even without any tendency glitches. But I do want you guys to keep in mind, it is so hard for Brody as a lockdown or me as a lockdown to be playing the perfect defense when all it takes for these guys is to literally spam X all game. You're going to see it from a lot of the defenders that we play in these series where they can just spam X all game, on ball, off ball, it doesn't matter. And with, you know, a bunch of lock takeovers as well, it's even easier to, because then you don't lose any takeover meter for it. But nonetheless, it's really easy to play passing lanes. It's really easy to contest. I didn't even mention that. Shot contest tendencies are a thing as well. Pretty much for anything on defense, there is a tendency for it, and it really is toxic. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times Brody gets in foul trouble, and he's our only lockdown on the perimeter as well. I want you guys to understand the way that we run this stuff. It's not anywhere near a meta lineup. Like Dope in the corner, he's a facilitating finisher, but his build is built kind of bad, where he has 14 defensive badges, and he has, you know, it's a pretty well-rounded build. I'll say that. It has okay finishing, okay shooting, and then okay defense as well, and then pretty solid playmaking. But long story short is he's the one that carries our floor general. He carries our defensive leader. We have two guys who run floor general. Brody runs gold because he's a point guard perimeter lock. But I want both of our point guards to be able to use as many playmaking badges as they can or want, because it is very important for AK to be able to get open the best. Kitchen as a secondary ball handler, it's very important that he doesn't lose any like, you know, plucks or anything like that too. And the thing that also kind of sucks is that Kitchen with a BP doesn't even have any dime or anything like that. So for our driving point guard who likes to drive a whole lot more to not be able to have dimer, it definitely hurts a little bit. We do have something in mind as far as future 5-out sets. I do want to run this one back real quick. So this is real unfortunate that I wasn't able to pull this off. You're going to see I'm out in transition. I should have camp paint from the jump right there. I could have had an easy standing lob, but unfortunately I pushed it the wrong way, and then Kitchen goes up for the drive. I'm there for the O board, and you're going to see story of this game was offensive rebounds, especially off our teammates' drives and stuff. Now, one thing that we started to do in this gameplay right here, and we kind of figured out as we like move along, is that right there, the post fades. At the end of the shot clock, they're super cheese. You're going to see both teams doing it, and it's super toxic, all right? It's hard to guard. It's really hard to contest, and even if you do contest it, it's really hard to get the rebound. Now, you're going to see me on some elite defensive stuff when it comes to the post-fade defense and stuff like that throughout this game. But as far as our pick-and-roll defense, you can see we definitely had a miscue right there. Me and Brody just miscommunicated a little bit. I'm pushing it to the rim. AK wasn't really looking for me right there, but it would have been a pretty contested take. Now, the bigs playing high, fortunately for them, there's that on-ball passing lane tendency where, you know, it's so hard to overcome. Now, I'm not going to blame every single thing on tendencies in this game because that's just a given at this point in the WR, but I do want you guys to keep in mind, like, this is a whole different breed when it comes to, like, you know, how to score on these guys, how to defend them, and stuff like that, too. You can see they go for the post fade at the end of the clock. Me personally, I'd like to think I was rebounding super good in this game and watching the post fades and stuff like that too. We were defending really well, and I do want to reiterate, these guys are an elite defensive team. They got the 4 lock takeovers, 2 rim, 2 locks, but that right there was a nice little cook by their point guard. He gets the double between the legs. I do want you guys to know that too. I want to set some ground rules because a lot of people are going to be excited to watch these videos, and I know it's going to be an awesome series. Like, it's going to be so much fun to bring these to you guys. But one rule is that between the legs, you can only do 2 of them per possession. So a lot of people use it to break the press. You're going to see we do it as well. Only 2 are allowed per possession. You're going to see, you know, not every single possession, but it's very consistent that we use that. AK hits me on a nice little roll right there. Somehow that's 59% contested, but I still made it nonetheless. So that was a little bit of a bailout. But again, I don't really think that deserved to be such a high contest. I play a little bit low off the pick. Brody gave up a little, you know, quick 3 right there. I probably should be playing a little bit higher when it comes to the pick and roll defense too. But right here, you're going to see our press break. I want you guys to understand that was a bad pass first and foremost. But when it comes to our press break, if it's just them double teaming off of me, I'm going to be setting a pick to get AK up the court, but as soon as they double team him, I'm just slipping. It's literally the same exact thing as regular pick and roll defense and pick and roll offense as far as like us trying to beat the sides defense and then switching everything. It's in a full court sense. And you're going to see me actually take advantage of that a whole lot when it comes to press break. And I love my build for that sake too. Now right there, again, I'm just tweaking. Just to explain my miscue right here, I definitely just played too high. You can see I'm just over here trying to take away the passing lane. As soon as the ball goes to the point guard and I'm waiting for a screen to play like, you know, up here and kind of heads to the left side, boom, he just runs in for the lob. Nice communication by them right there. That was a great play. And again, they caught me lacking as far as my defensive display right there. So again, our press break, they double team him, I'm out. And then I'm just reading the defense from there. So For my finisher, I was over here sleeping on this build early on. I was like, I don't know if the finishing and defense pie chart is really worth it in this Pro-Am stuff. Like, I feel like my finishing is useless. I feel like, you know, to have the Hall of Fame finishing badges and, you know, solid playmaking and stuff like that, and the ability to kind of take the ball on my own, I didn't really think it was too worthy. Now, right there, low-key Ardent got a nice dot right there on Dope, and he actually clipped it on Twitter. We saw that as well. It was a great pass. Anyway, my whole point is, I love having this build for the sake of like press break and stuff like that too. You can see nice rotation right there. I do want to break that down because a lot of teams hit us with this. You can see this guy in the wing right here. They get beat sort of on the double team. Now check this out. He drops down to me, and then the other guy who's pressing goes to the wing. So pretty much what they're doing with that, they don't want their big man who has low speed to get exposed in the full court press defense, and we still were able to exploit it as far as like, you know, them playing guard sides and stuff like that too. Right there, that's me just clogging paint. I shouldn't have been right there. But the real unfortunate thing about how I made my build, I don't have mid-range, but I do have three-pointer, and I do have my hot zones. I definitely grinded those out as far as like the Pro-Am stuff, and I definitely wanted to be a viable three-point shooter. Now, believe it or not, and maybe I'll pop this on as if I'm like really on point with the editing, but you guys would not believe this stuff. I'm shooting 75% from 3 in this Team Pro-Am stuff with the WR. Now, granted, it's almost like a Peyton Manning bootleg, right? Where, like, you know, if this dude rolls out, there's actually a play of this, and I actually talked about it with my boys. There's this play where he's like in the red zone, like 10 yards away from the end zone. This dude, they do a play action. He just bootlegs, keeps the ball. Nobody even realizes that he has the ball because, you know, it's like, why would Peyton Manning be running the ball? Pretty much what I'm saying is, me as a pick and popper is like that. They don't guard me up top pretty much like you just saw right there. AK kind of missed me on a lob right there, and then Kitchen kind of missed me on a lob too, if we're being honest. But my whole point is, I shoot really good from 3 as far as percentage goes because they do leave me wide open, and honestly, I can still hit those really consistently. You see Dope gets rotated onto the wing. This isn't the end of the world. Just keep in mind, when I say Dope is a play lock, but he really is like at a complete defensive disadvantage, like my dude really has 14 defensive badges as a lockdown, and 4 of them are getting used on defensive leaders. So he has things like chase down artist and rim protector, and other than that, he has like bronze clamps. Doesn't even have interceptor as a lockdown like a lot of these, you know, comp blocks do. They got that on Hall of Fame all across the defense, and you can see that right there. Obviously, you know, that was a good rotation, but still, like, it's so tough to beat these tendencies when it comes to the passing lanes, man. They just be on top of that stuff all the time. Super hard to beat, and nonetheless, we still do it consistently. So anyway, you can see I'm playing bad hedge right there. I step up way too high. He gets the between the legs, gets the dunk. That is the struggle of guarding the BP build. Now, I believe it is a BP. I'm not exactly positive that Ardent's build was a slash sharp. I think he could have been a play sharp as well, for all I know. But pretty much what I'm saying is, it's really hard to deal with BPs in this Pro-Am stuff because as soon as I hedge high, as a hedge defender, if I hedge high to help on the three-point line, he's going to try to beat me to the paint. If I don't hedge at all, he's going to try to get the 3 off. And really, I have to play great backside defense. I will say, guys, like, a center is so important in this stuff, and I really don't mean to boast it, but pretty much what I'm saying, and low-key, let's get that stat check right there for anybody who's curious. But a center is so important, and I don't mean to boast it. In the 3v3 stuff like that, in the stage, I can promise y'all, a big man is not that important, but when it comes to this Pro-Am stuff, it really is. So you can see stat check right here. I got 8 and 7. They are holding our point guards to literally 0 for 3 and 0 for 3 with 4 turnovers. And really our only buckets are off AK passing the ball. And that remained true for this whole half. It was really tough for us to get the proper shots off that we wanted to. But you just wait. You absolutely just wait. I don't want to give away what happens at all. I didn't want to give it away in the title. I didn't want to give it away with any of the prelude with the commentary that I'm doing right here. But you guys just wait and see what you see right here. But anyway, press break. I definitely tweaked on this one. We're going to run that back, and that was a horrible take. I get bailed out with a foul call. But you can see Kitchen kind of floated near me. He probably should have been around left wing. It would have made it a whole lot easier. Now, I should have dotted corner easy. I should have hit the corner when I hopped right there. Like, I should have hit right corner right away. Then I should have hit left corner as soon as I hopped and done a bailout pass. And I got to trust in the fact that I have high bailout as well with being a legend. So it's definitely something that I should pay mind to. Also, I haven't mentioned much with that, and I think I greened this free throw too. Yeah. I haven't mentioned much with the whole us having 2 legends. It is pretty OP, I'm not gonna lie, but it definitely makes up for the tendency glitch BS that we have to deal with as far as like other teams being completely dominant in that aspect. It's just ridiculous. Like that right there, that 5% contest that Dope got, honestly, people with glitch tendencies, as far as like the shot contest, that right there is a 28 at the least, or even a 30. So right there, press break, AK hits me, we out in the transition, dunk on 4 dudes, bro. Like, I love this build as far as the pro-am stuff. A lot of people on my team, including myself, like I said, we're sleeping on that build as far as like what it's going to bring to the table, you know, not being that great of a finisher. And you can see right here, interior defense and stuff like that, 40% contest, and get the rebound while, you know, getting the contest on the big man. I'm kind of out on the fast break right there. Low key, I should have been in the paint right here. It would have made it a whole lot easier read for Kitchen and everybody too. Now I'm trying to come back up to the top, but it was looking real ugly as far as like what I was doing right there. Then he passes to me for whatever reason. Then I accidentally pass to Brody, who's B in our corner. Even meanwhile, I was trying to hit Kitchen, who's actually X. So it's all just a whole complicated thing right there. Again, another offensive rebound. I got 4 before the half at this point. Slash takeover pops up. I'm low-key trying to like get my takes to the paint, but this is where takeover doesn't exactly, you know, directly correlate at all times. You're going to see sometimes when AK has sharp takeover, I'm telling him that really means playmaker takeover. The defense is going to key in on him. They're probably going to play sides and stuff like that too. When I have slash takeover, they're definitely going to be more wanting to, you know, drop off the corner and stuff like that. So whenever I have slash take, it means look for the corners. Whenever AK has sharp take, it means look for me on slips. It's pretty simple. Just take what the defense gives you, and most of the time they're going to try to take away the very apparent thing with the takeover being activated. And obviously, you know, we can take advantage of that ourselves. So moving along, they got 12 seconds. We're up by 5 right now. We're actually getting right back into this. They were low-key taking off on us, but look at that double clutch. He just puts it to the side, gets a nice dunk off. And right here, I'm thinking as soon as I pass it, and if they double team you, I'm out. And then he does hit me right here. I should have dotted Kitchen sooner, and at that point, I almost should have hit Dope because I should have known somebody was going to rotate. But anyway, all right, so halftime stat check. They beat us 21-13 in the second quarter. That definitely hurt, and they definitely pulled away throughout the second quarter. You can see Ardent has 16 and 5 with only 2 turnovers. He's 7 for 9 total. Honestly, as far as our backcourt production, Brody's lined up at the 2, but Kitchen's our second ball handler. Currently, we're 0 for 8 with 4 turnovers in our backcourt, and we're really only down by 7. For us to be this close was like major. I don't mean to brag. I promise you, I don't mean to boast or anything like that whenever it's not deserved. But this game, I was definitely in my bag when it came to like the rebounding and stuff like that, offensive or defensive. Same with like playing defense, interior defense, and rotations and stuff like that too. It was a great game for me personally. Now, that's, you know, that will happen. Honestly, right corner's ridiculously open right there, but fortunately he dots Dope, but unfortunately Dope misses right there. Anyway, they're out in transition. We get some really good rotations right here. AK ends up on the corner but finds his way to the wing where it's just a follow right there. Now he's in the corner again. Now he manages to get to the wing. Anyway, my whole point is, I think that was great rotations as far as the defensive stuff goes from AK. You can see right there, I get the block on the post hook as they're trying to get, you know, some late shot clock situation off. AK gets to the corner, greens that. Nice move right there, especially in transition. And our fast break game has gotten so much better since we started this stuff. And you guys saw, you know, in the first game that I showed as far as the upload, where we were complete garbage at fast break. And our stage tendencies show a lot with this. Now, this right here is the stuff that really kills us, and we got better through it as like throughout the whole game. So right here, you're gonna watch. I'm gonna break this down. He hits the drive, and as soon as the point guard hits the drive, they're gonna rotate this guy on the wing up to the top, because at this point he has all this perimeter to himself. He's just gonna try to get to the post fade. They're gonna just work with all this. Now, whenever we see this, sometimes this point guard's a little bit higher. And when he's higher, that means to switch everything. We need to make sure that Brody is ready to switch out to the perimeter if this guy comes all the way across, and that Kitchen is ready to switch onto the guard. But when the point guard gets to the mid-range, that's when things get a little bit complicated. And then not to mention, he got hit with the screen. So that's where things get all, you know, confusing and stuff. Brody gets the nice block right there. We're back in the corner. AK was trying to take off on the fast break, and rightfully so. But unfortunately, we get a foul late in the shot clock, resets it to 14. Let me know how you guys are vibing with this Pro-Am stuff too, because honestly, I'm having some fun with the commentary. This has been a great one so far too, with no breakups or anything like that. I haven't had to make too many cuts. And honestly, like the playing of this game is mad fun too. Kitchen gets the nice contest off the wing. We're out in transition to Brody. He gets the stop and pop. That was big time. Shout out to my boy too. And as far as how we're going to improve defensively, I think lately we just had one of our best defensive games. I didn't show it to you guys, but look at Brody out here getting the pokes. Off in transition, gets the dunk. He low-key, honestly, Brody brought us back in this game, straight up. And I want to show my man some love because honestly, he's one of our new additions. I don't really have a personal relationship with him so much as far as like a lot of these other guys, where me and AK go back all the way to 2K17, even 16 low key. And then me and Dope and me and Kitchen, I've known both of them for all of like 2K19. These have been my squad and my boys for like, you know, the last whole year plus. But anyway, my whole point is I go way back with everybody on this team except for Brody. We picked him up specifically for Pro-Am. He was a legend, a sub of my channel, and obviously he's like, you know, a nice lock as well. So we were like, okay, this would be a nice addition. And for anybody who's wondering where Cook's at, I'm gonna explain this like this. Cook came into this Pro-Am stuff and it was gonna be our main lock. We were thinking maybe we're gonna have a rotation of Cook, Brody, and Dope. Anyway, back to the gameplay. So you're gonna see shot clock's running low. We got 6 seconds left. This is the post fade stuff I'm talking about. Now this shot right here is low key kind of a tough one to make. The deeper it is, the harder to make. It's pretty much like that. You're gonna see a lot of times, even late in this game, and it was very apparent that close range post fade is super cheese as far as, you know, the point guard putting it up. This is something that a lot of comp PGs do, quote unquote. I mean, and granted, it doesn't mean that they're good or skilled, but it's something that a lot of these comp pro and point guards are going to do. Now, this right here, I want you guys to understand. This right here is just product of Brody not having tendency glitch. This right here should not be a reach and foul by measures of like, you know, everybody else who plays in this tournament. And you're going to see there's so many times where instantly, I'm gonna get my controller and make some sound effects. This is what these comp, like quote unquote comp locks be doing to Brody or be doing to AK when they're on ball. Instantly, it's just spam X all day. And honestly, it's so toxic. It's so hard to deal with. You can see nice lob from AK right there to see me camping paint. And that is kind of tough with my build. To be 6'9", I definitely lack the right height to be getting good standing dunk animations as far as the lobs go. And I think I was only a 99.0 in this gameplay. I definitely have focused on that a little bit lately to get to the 99.9, get the extra ratings and stuff like that. I think the extra rating is super essential as far as my standing dunks go because it puts me right at like 90 standing dunk if I'm a 99.9. So pretty much what I'm saying is that's super paramount as far as my belief goes. For all I know, that could be a complete myth. But anyway, AK goes for the dunk right there. Again, out here crashing the O boards off missed dunks and missed drives. You can say what you want. Me driving while somebody else is driving is super bad outcomes a lot right there. I will break this down because this is a mistake that I think it's not us both being stupid. It's just this is a simple situation that we could probably fix. So right here, I think Kitchen thought to drive left because he's worried about this right here. He's worried he's going to get poked, so he's trying to move to the left. However, what I was preparing for, and honestly, this is, like I said, it's all just product of a bad outcome where the help defender really got him right here. But what I'm trying to see right here is, since Kitchen doesn't have Dimer, I don't know how confident I feel about popping out to the left wing right here. Even though low-key, if he did have Dimer, I would spark that thing over here. But anyway, I think he should drive right here. I'm going to fill in and drive left. If the contact dunk is there because he's playing my lob, then I think he's good. But if the big man stepped up fully to Kitchen, then he gets an easy alley-oop right here. But unfortunately, what you're going to see is he moved to the left. We both end up on the left, and that is just a horrible outcome as far as, you know, getting a double drive to execute. You definitely need to be on opposite sides. If he was driving from right elbow and stuff like that, and I was cutting in from left elbow, then I think it works perfectly fine. But for us to fill in and both coming from the same angle, definitely a tough outcome. So now, you guys saw around halftime we were down by 10. Even after halftime we were down by 10. Now we're over here up by 2, push the lead back. I'm out here, you know, trying to get the chase down in transition. Now this right here was an obvious offensive 3-second, but I thought he should have got it way sooner. Anyway, played good defense right there. Went for the chase down. Me and Kitchen had nice timings on the blocks. So this inbound right here was super unfortunate. You can see where Kitchen's standing right here. It definitely would have been ideal if he was still there. And I'll run this back real quick so you guys can see it. So pretty much what I'm trying to explain is, you know, if he stays put as far as where a defender is not, obviously that's a better idea because they have 3 guys out here like guarding our inbound, and it sucks. It absolutely sucks when anybody but me is inbounding because that becomes another person that we still have to get to the corner, and it makes for the inbounds, especially on the baseline, to be super hard to get off. But anyway, the ball bounces off Kitchen. It's their ball. They're back in transition with, you know, the ball with 44 seconds left in the quarter, and we're still up by 2, so no worries. But honestly, obviously, the bigger you can build your lead, the better. You guys know that, obviously. I mean, that's a pretty much given thing. It's not like we're out here just trying to play a stage game and it's first to 40 points and we have a nice little lead right here and all we have to do is take away a 3. The Pro-Am stuff is so situational. You can see, I already knew they're going for the lob. Unfortunately, I feel like you know, me being so far down there and being so ready for that wasn't even a good situation. Right here, reading some passes. Unfortunately, I go with the wrong spot, and I'm getting better at that stuff myself as well. That's definitely one area of my game when it comes to this pro-am stuff that I'm looking forward to like improving on, because honestly, me, as far as the press break stuff, is super important for me to be able to, like, you know, slip off the double team when AK is getting doubled, and then still be able to like fill into the paint, get some contact dunks, get some hop dunks, pass out at the right time and stuff like that too. Nice drop right there by Dope to get the contest in the corner. And real quick, we'll get the stat check right here again. So you can see, going into the fourth quarter, I literally have 14 points and 13 rebounds with 2 blocks, 2 assists. My boy AK and Kitchen, honestly, while both of their stat lines look god awful right now, I want you guys to understand what these two do for the team is major, especially what AK is doing as far as like going at, you know, comp blocks with tendency glitch and stuff like that. Kitchen's ball control is definitely lower as well on this, you know, 6'5" BP, where he lacks the ball control to properly run point guard sometimes. We're working through all this stuff. Again, I want you guys to understand, we don't have any tendency glitches on our team. We don't have, you know, the upper hand like a lot of people do, but as you can see on that right side of the screen, when it comes to the defense, we do have 2 legend lockdowns when it comes to our defense, and me and Brody absolutely, you know, are really the driving force of this defense. It really comes down to that, because when they put Kitchen in these pick and rolls like this, it becomes a whole lot harder. I have to be on my game like 100% when it comes to the defensive stuff. And you can see Brody, nice bait off the wing right there, off in transition again. Unfortunately, he gets blocked, but again, I'm here for the crazy O boards. Like, it's just insane. And then I tried to dot Brody right there, didn't have anything. Nice pass to AK, but you guys get what I'm saying. We don't exactly have 3 locks even. We really have 2 locks, because in all honesty, like I was telling y'all earlier, Dope with his facilitating finisher literally has 10 defensive badge points that are actually working toward him playing good defense. I want y'all to really understand that. He doesn't even use interceptor, pick dodger, or pickpocket. He's literally just there to play corner defense, rotate pretty well, and, you know, play solid rim protector, chase down defense, where he can, like I said, be a nice rotation defender and be able to chase down from the corner and drop off the corner when, unfortunately, me and Brody give up like sides and stuff like that, where the big man's going to slip through the middle and get to the paint. But really, we literally only have 2 locks when it comes to our defense. And a lot of teams are literally going to run 4 locks. Some even run 5, for being completely honest, but that's not realistic. Honestly, 4 locks, just take it or leave it, is the meta. It's just flat out the best lineup you can run, because obviously you want one point guard who's going to carry your offense. For us though, I felt like for us to only have one point guard, it made press break super complicated. As soon as we got Kitchen on this BP build, or the offensive threat, or whatever it is, as soon as we got Kitchen on this build, it made it a whole lot easier to be able to break the press. Now, speaking of press break, alright, so this is where things get mad complicated. AK, obviously, even if somebody comes out to the wing, this is his job. Obviously, you know, if the corner extends anywhere, then he's got to defend that. Now, check this out. This is that wrap stuff I'm talking about. This is where confusion comes into play, and us only having 1 lock becomes very problematic, because now they put Kitchen into the pick and roll because of this switch, and if we don't switch this, it becomes major complicated, where Kitchen's going to fight through it, Brody's going to fight through. We got 2 people fighting through picks, and you can see I'm going to float over to this wing to patch things up as well. So it doesn't exactly work out, because they do bang the white, but as far as my own efforts, as far as what I could do for it, I definitely did as much as I possibly could by, you know, floating over to the wing. But like I said, that's one thing that we're definitely struggling with as far as our defense, but it's gotten better. Now check this out. Like I said, they be disrespecting my jump shot, man. That's all I can say. 75% shooter on the season. That's all I got for y'all, all right? Now, that's the only 3-pointer you're going to see in this game. You can see Kitchen's going to fight through this time, but unfortunately, we give up another white 3-pointer. So, like I said, we were just getting completely destroyed in those wing movements, where the idea was for Kitchen to fight through. We finally got that, you know, understood as far as the whole team goes, especially between us 3 at the top with the 2 locks and then Kitchen on his BP. Right there, go up for the lob. Fortunately for us, it goes straight to Dope as far as like our, you know, the offensive rebound goes, and we were getting low-key kind of built out on the O boards. Right there, that was just tough. I mean, I was low on stamina. It wouldn't have been a good look if AK had even passed to me. And then even though I do slip right through the double team on AK, he still shoots through the double team. And then it was just a hard situation to deal with. Keep in mind, like I said, y'all, these guys' defense is elite. They haven't been scored on more than 60 points throughout the whole season. And honestly, as you can see, as far as our score goes, we definitely didn't reach 60 points either. So, I mean, there's no way we're scoring 14 points in 2 minutes. But anyway, whole point being, I want you guys to see this press break stuff too. So As soon as that big man is going to step up, I'm looking to break through it. But right there, he fakes it, and that got super complicated. Now we're over here to kitchen with the point guard. But keep in mind, I want you guys to understand the fact that, and maybe I'll break it down later, you can see I hit the slip right there, but unfortunately they get 2 bump steals, and now they're off in transition. AK's trying to foul, but then they get a corner 3 off. It's just, things were looking so down late in this game, bro, and things were getting super like hard to deal with. We should not be giving up corner 3s like that either on the transition, and you're gonna see that happen later in the game for me as well. Right here, again, I'm trying to break the press. He definitely has me in the paint, and I'm not gonna lie. If AK would have missed that shot, those are the things, those are the ones that really, really irritate me if he misses the shots. But it is what it is. My man's a demon, and he comes out here and greens it. So it is what it is. 3 points is better than 2. You guys know the deal. So he hits his 2 between the legs right there. He's sizing Brody up, trying to get the big, you know, to get him stuck on the screen, stuff like that. I gotta watch the paint still with all that said, because AK in that corner is not exactly the best interior defender. Right there, that's that post fade stuff I'm talking about. This is the one time throughout this whole game where they caught me lacking. I tried to step up to the guard, I got stuck on him. This is always gonna be a bad outcome, because as soon as I get stuck on the guard, this is where me going for this rebound is always going to be out of position, because the big is just sitting there waiting for it. So super unfortunate that I gave that up. You're going to see they get another offensive rebound in this possession as well to the left corner. I remember this like clearly, so vividly, and so easily remember this, where boom, they're going to get this shot off right here. Kitchen jumps, bounces straight to the corner, and we're still down by 1. That just hurt so bad, because I'm sitting here knowing like, okay, now we just have to get a stop. Time's running low right here. Like super easy wing shot, boom, bang, another white. I mean, bro, they literally hit, I want to say, what, their last 4 white 3-pointers, something like that, and half of them were like contested by 3%. Again, if we had tendency glitches on our locks, then I mean, even if Kitchen had tendency glitches on his BP build, he'd be out here contesting shots a whole lot better. It's just a complete competitive advantage. It's ridiculous what it does, to be honest with you. Like there's nothing to explain it. Honestly, if I had to give a point spread, like how much points having all 5 people with tendency glitch on your team is worth, I would say literally it should put you up by 30 points. Like, there's no explaining it, because to be good at playing the passing lanes and stuff like that too. Oh, and this was awful. But I want to get my point off real quick before we accelerate this. Anyway, the whole point is to have tendency glitch for the passing lanes, on-ball steals, not get reach-ins, stuff like that. It makes our offense a whole lot harder to run, and it sets up their fast break a whole lot better too. So right here, I get bumped by Brody. You can see this right here, and it was horrible. Now, AK makes a amazing play for having 1 defensive badge. He comes out here, bumps the big man as he's going for the paint take, and then gets the bump while he can't dot it to the corner or anything like that either. And right now, we need to get a stop. Like, absolutely need to get a stop. And you're gonna see they're gonna pull out all types of toxicity. You guys know the deal. If they're low on the shot clock, 7 seconds left, well, they go for the corner cut on AK, and I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty easy read. Like, but nonetheless, I do want to run that back, because we gotta show some love to my boy. Look at this, 1 defensive badge. He's out here hawking stuff. He's on that like glue, and gets the tip pass as well. Gets the 1 stop that we needed. Now, what are they gonna give up? You already know they're not trying to give up no 3s or anything like that. They're not trying to, you know, let us get the win off by doing this. So clearly, you know, at the very best, they're gonna try to let us go to OT. Now right here, I get on the half court line. That was not a good outcome. Oh, no, bro. Post fade, yep.
Shot. Good shot.
All right,
1 second.
Probably call timeout. All right, everybody get to your spots.
I mean, it was just an amazing moment. And I'm not going to lie. Throughout this Pro-Am game right here, there were some legendary moments. So, with all that said, this one right here, great defense. I'm holding down the paint. Locks got to do their thing, not give up any shots on the perimeter. You can see right there, he gets the NA off with 70% contest. Now, this jump ball is very paramount. Like, honestly, you know, in normal situations, jump balls don't matter. But in OT, got to get this thing. So I was able to secure that barely. And then now here we are in OT. So, like I was telling y'all, nobody has scored over 60 on these guys. In regulation, we only scored 53. Look at this beautiful slip. I'm gonna plug some live commentary on this one as well. So you can see pretty much the unfortunate situation with that. It was a great play, great slip, great, you know, play call, and pretty much as well. I hit AK on the wing as well, but unfortunately my boy just missed a wide open, you know, wing shot 3. But anyway, Kitchen goes to the toxic post fade. Now this right here was super unfortunate too, but he didn't actually lag out through the whole game. He just hit this little lag spike for a moment, but he gets back on the wing. I was really worried that was going to completely ruin the gameplay though, because at the same time, I'm playing this to be competitive. I'm playing this for an experience with my boys and stuff like that too. But at the same time, I do really want to make great content out of these gameplays, and this right here was a classic already. Like, I was already knowing, like, this is a great game, and I was gonna be super hurt if the dude lagged out, because I just didn't want it to end like that, man. No chance did I want it to end like that. You can see AK gets the hop back right there. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds. I'll give you guys a stat check the next time I pop it up, but right now, obviously, you're more concerned about, like, just the gameplay in general. Now, right here, in the pick and roll, Brody gets absolutely killed by the pick. I'm just trying to drop down, get the nice contest, and still get the rebound too. And now Kitchen's out in transition. I accidentally passed to AK, but thankfully he dotted him right away, because this right here could have been real problematic. I do want to explain this to you guys too. So again, that is very hard to do. Get the shot contest and get the rebound. Now right here, not only could I have thrown an interception, and this is a bad mistake by me. I should have trusted that Kitchen was super out right here, and he absolutely, like, if I would have thrown a turnover right here, I am a complete just loss. Like, that is a really bad situation. But even at that, he still could have fouled AK as well, which could have been super problematic too, because then that's just free fast break points that we're missing. And I don't know if it would have counted as a clear path foul or not. I'm pretty sure it's just about whether the defender is in front of AK or not. It doesn't matter where Kitchen's at. But anyway, right here, I really feel like I should have got the bump steal, and I 100% wholeheartedly feel like if I had tendency glitches right there, I would have got a bump steal. I promise you, I really do feel like that. Now, again, they're putting Kitchen in the blender with the pick and roll. He gets the 76%, and they shoot a late, and I just, was able to secure the rebound. I love my player when it comes to the speed, vertical, rebounding ability, defensive ability with the shot blocking, hitting legend. I feel like I can come out here and pull threes and stuff now. Right there, that was a bad call by me. I told him to look for the slip. We hit it, and the big man was just camping paint right there. So that was just a bad outcome, bad play call by me as well. So peep this one here. It's not a major breakdown, but just watch the press break. So since this big man doesn't drop down all the way, I'm holding the screen. As soon as I see him drop all the way, then I'm coming all the way up, and or I'm going all the way up to shred to get out on the fast break. Now right here, he dots Kitchen on the wing. Beautiful shot. Puts us up by 3, 54 seconds left. Big time. That was major. Honestly, like, super key. Now, right here, you can see Kitchen has to drop down to the wing. I feel like that wasn't quite established too well. And now Dope has to drop to the corner. There's a lot of, like, situational things when it comes to our 2-3 that, a lot of people wouldn't notice. But look at this. Great defense. Me and Brody get the switch off clean. He gets the tip pass. Now, right here, that hurts so bad, and we're going to run this one back as well. Now, let me know, give me some feedback if you guys want me to just let you guys see this in full speed, or if you do enjoy these breakdowns, because I want you guys to see where we went wrong and where we're going to try to improve on. So if AK could have hit me just a little bit sooner right here, this would have been an easy paint take, but for all I know, maybe the point guard would have got a passing lane. Anyway, he waits a little bit long, passes to me in the paint, then check this out too. Goes for the corner 3. We make a complete defensive miscommunication, bangs another white, man. And again, let me know if you don't exactly appreciate the breakdowns, but I want you guys to see where we went wrong with this. So I saw Dope trailing. I'm not going to lie. What I was thinking, we had reverse ideas as far as what we thought the defense was going to do. Dope thought I was going to go to corner, Dope was going to sit wing, and then Kitchen was going to pick up paint. Now, I don't like the idea of Kitchen picking up paint. I feel like that's just a lost cause on the rebounding aspect and for interior defense purposes. So my thought was, I'm going to go to paint, Dope's going to go to corner, and then Brody is going to fill into this wing, and then these two in the 2 over here is going to be able to pull this off. And you can see, as we move forward, it made that much more sense, but major miscommunication. I'll take the fault for that, because again, I feel like Dope was expecting me to go to the corner right there. So completely understood, and honestly, that just comes down to both of us. We both had a miscommunication right there. It hurt major. For us to give up an easy bucket in transition, especially for the fact that it was a 3-pointer and it tied the game up, that sucked. That really sucked. Nice behind the back right there from AK. The big man gets a phantom 39% contest on him. That's the stuff I'm talking about, bro. That is truly the stuff I'm talking about. And then Kitchen follows to the wing right there. That is major to not give up any, easy stuff right there. So right here is the toxicity that I'm talking about. 3 seconds left. Hits the close fade. Goes for it. I mean, you don't have to time those even. He could have shot a late or very early or anything like that, and it still would have probably gone in. So that's major unfortunate. But anyway, I'm going to plug the live commentary for this moment right here, because this was absolutely insane. You see, I'm going to call a timeout. We're going to talk about these things.
Trying to get alive. Trying to do.
Hang on. Let's talk about this a little bit. Probably. I don't really know what to do, bro. I feel like AK should
Someone try to deck. Someone try to deck or something.
Keep the right corner open. AK, go to the right corner. You ready to post fade? Oh, fuck. It's too late. Go. Pass it somewhere.
Let's go.
Oh, my God.
Let's go.
Shit, bro.
All right, yo, so the double OT we go. Quick little stat check for anybody who's curious. And you can see we hit that 60-point mark that nobody has on them all season. It just took us, an extra little 3 minutes to do so. So now we're in a double OT. You guys can tell I'm cool with uploading this video whether we win or lose, no matter what it is. So just keep in mind, the outcome of this video is not already determined. I want you guys to truly be entertained by these Pro-Am vids, so I might even mix in a couple L's here and there. So for all you know, this might not be a win. This might be a loss. And also, win, lose, or draw, and even though there would be no draw, but I do think that a Joe Knows versus LakerFan's Pro-Am team is going to be something that happens relatively soon, hopefully for the next Pro-Am video that I do. So just keep that in mind. That one is going to be something that I will upload whether we win or lose. It might even be a best of 3 series, so just keep that in mind. But anyway, and I might even do live commentary fully for that, but who knows? Maybe I'll say some accidental disrespectful stuff, and then I'm out here just looking completely toxic. Who knows? But anyway, you can see we were struggling to get a shot off right there, 64-62. 2 minutes 19 left in the game, and really, like, this is a major stop. Every single possession is major when it comes to this overtime stuff, but I mean, if he hits that white right there, like they have 5 times already for the last 5 jump shots that they've made, and that right there again, I mean, bro, that is strictly not having tendencies. I mean, the fact that he gets a reach-in foul is okay. Wait, I want you guys to understand. There's a whole lot that goes into this. So this right here, he does a size up right into him, right? Now, there's a lot that goes into that. The point guard having draw foul at 100, most likely. I'm not gonna lie, maybe he doesn't, for all I know. But I'm just saying, in the right situation where every one of these comp Pro-Am teams has, the point guard having 100 draw foul tendency, cheese. Kitchen not having 0 draw foul or 0 foul tendency with 100 reach-in, like 100 on-ball steal, pretty much, right? That is a major loss. He has just default BP build tendencies. I don't really know what the BP build tendency is as far as, on-ball defense, but it's definitely not as good as a lot of these other people are. So anyway, moving along, 5 seconds. I mean, bro, it's kind of the same old thing. He's going to go for the post fade. I get the pluck, and we still get the rebound. So that was major for me to get the on-ball poke right there. That was super big. So Kitchen's going to take this out from the corner, come up and run some point guard right here. You can see Dope fills into the corner. Now right here, again, unfortunate. It's just, and honestly, we got bailed out right there. That should have been a bump steal where they're off in transition and they get a 4-point lead, maybe even a 5-point lead. And that could have been game right there. So the fact that we got bailed out in that aspect was major. AK should be stepping up to that for sure, just so he knows as well. Like when nobody's in his corner, fill into the wing. Pretty simple as far as, running 2-3. Right here, they try to get me with this under basket stuff. I'm not going for that, man. I'm not going for that. So I get the contest right there. It was big time, super important. They go for the foul. A lot of people, they're better at that than us, where they go for the purposeful foul, the intentional foul, where they're just trying to stop the fast break. We be forgetting about that a whole lot. But again, the fact that our lock doesn't have tendency glitch, and the fact that, he's our only lock, if our lockdown is the one that's out here intentional fouling, we don't have many fouls to give. There's a lot of times where our locks get in foul trouble because they're trying to play good defense, but obviously, they run into those problems, and you will watch. I mean, bro, there's no comp lock out here that gets in foul trouble unless they're just out here being mad excessive with it, where to have 0 foul reach-in tendency is super cheap. Now this right here, I'm not gonna lie, did I get bailed out? Did I play great defense? I don't know. Right here I kind of tweaked in the fast break too. I was hoping Kitchen, and again, let me know if you guys don't like these breakdowns, but I really do want to explain my thought process in a lot of these situations. I was hoping that Kitchen would fan to the right corner. Then we would have a 3-on-1 fast break where these guys don't matter. As long as they're out of the picture and I'm in front of them, it doesn't matter. If Kitchen fills into this right corner and then AK fills into the right wing, I could have an easy dot to one of them, or I can just drive right to the hoop, and just like that, we're going to get fast break points off this. Fortunately, or unfortunately I should say, he fills into the left corner, it kind of crosses paths with me, and then the point guard, bumps me as well as I'm going in. It was just a really messed up fast break situation that we had right there. We really screwed that one up, in all honesty. So right here, AK is going to bring it out himself to the wing. I go for the slip. Unfortunately, it wasn't, well, it kind of was there, but anyway, you get the deal. Also, sorry these instrumentals aren't really matching the tone of this game right now. Honestly, I'm playing these chill J Dilla instrumentals toward the end because I'm just running out of instrumentals to play, because this is probably a 50-minute video almost. But check this out. We're going to the post fade. AK shoots the early 34% contest. For the most part, a lot of times those post fades are really just to try to get a shot off and get an easy O board, and that truly is what it is. Like, to get the offensive rebounds on those, it's pretty cake. Now right there, he goes for the layup, gets it off. 4-point lead, 25 seconds. That was major, honestly, and y'all could probably tell we probably won this one now, right? But you just wait. There were a couple things that low-key sort of went wrong in the end of this game. So check this out. He gets the slip. we go for the chase down or I go for the chase down. You get the deal. We weren't trying to give up a 3, but that's the mentality that kind of sucks in this pro-am stuff. You can't just play sides and you can't just be like, and check this out. We almost screwed that up so bad. Almost screwed that up so bad. So anyway, my point is, you can't have the mentality of just giving up free slips, because then we deal with situations like this where Dope as a play lock is on the free throw line with the game on the line and shot 2 earlies. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Do those go in? Yeah, it was still 70%, 77% or something like that. But if it's me, for instance, who's shooting those free throws, and when I shoot an early, it's a 50% chance to go in, it's bad. That's real bad, especially when we're giving up free slips every single time. So check this out. Then another problem where they kick it out to the wing. You know, Brody kind of fell for the bait of the drive, and it was just a tough situation. Now, I'm going to play the live commentary of this because I want to know whether you guys think this is a good idea or not.
I'm holding it. I'm holding it.
Hey, yo,
quick.
Low-key, shoot it after you hold it for like 1 second. Just shoot it, shoot it, shoot it.
So let me know if you think it would have been a good idea for AK to shoot the ball right there. I'm not going to lie. There are a couple things that could go wrong. He could get the shot blocked, and then they grab a rebound and put the shot up and still win it. That's a crazy situation, though. And low-key, now that I think about it, I do want to go back. I'll fast forward to this point, too. But pretty much what I was thinking, too, is if Kitchen comes down right here, comes to the, to the little, like, baseline, right, and then shoots the full court or something like that, or throws a full court pass to Dope or something like that. Honestly, the full court shot can't go wrong, though, because with 3+ seconds left, I'm thinking you could at least put the shot up. It's going to take at least 2 seconds to even hit the rim. If it doesn't hit rim, that's at least like another ½ second where it's air balls. And then if it does hit rim, then that's just game over at that point. It's going to fly up in the air. They still got to get the rebound and call a timeout and everything. I think shooting the ball would have been a great situation, because now, with 1 point as the point differential, this is where my IQ just comes all types of, like, you just see this exposed, my coaching, like, prowess, where I really want to become a coach. Now with 1 point differential where, that's the situation. Now, even if we give up a 3, it's game. And right there, I'm not going to lie, that was a pretty good look. Like, it was one of the best looks they could possibly get. Now, another thing to be clarified right here is that when people start quitting app and stuff like that too, and I gotta capture the screenshot as well to submit to the WR guys. As soon as people start quitting app and stuff like that, it's not because they're sore losers. I see a lot of people commenting that in the video. I want y'all to understand, it's not because people are sore losers. It's that they're trying to avoid their overall going down. So unfortunately, all our squad are novices and rookies to that, where these guys are experienced pro-am players, right? This is our first season, and we be forgetting about quitting app at the end, honestly, and it hurts the overall so bad. I be out here literally playing Park consistently, where I'm out here trying to, get my overall back and everything too. So anyway, that's all for the vid. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. Let's try this one to 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. Like I was saying, this is a great video, man. Like, I thought this is a pro-am classic. Final box score right here. Your boy put up the 20 and 20, 21 points, 20 boards. I had 9 O boards as well. AK had 22 and 13. And like I said, they held our backcourt in check. Our point guards, like our 2 guards, shot a combined 3 for 14 with 7 for 17 total from the field goal and 3 for 10 from the field goal as well. It was a tough one. It was really a tough one. And I mean, their point guard put up 25 shots, had 7 turnovers as well. This pro-am stuff at the end of the day is a tough environment for point guards. And like y'all saw, I mean, these guys have held every single team in check to below 60 points throughout the whole year. No matter how good the team is, these guys' offense might not be top level, but their defense is top tier. So anyway, that's all for the vid. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all that good stuff. Turn on them noties. And if you made it to the very end of the video, put top 5 in the comments to show your support that you made it all the way through. Shout out to Ardent and Joker for matching up like this. Like I said, I didn't even know that we were matching 2 boys against each other, or 3 of each other's boys against each other, but still, it was a great game. Shout out to them. And other than that, hope y'all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.